Hello, friends of El Parque de los Dibujos. Today we're traveling to the epic universe of Dragon Ball, a series that forever changed the history of anime. We'll explore its origins, its most iconic characters, and how it became the global phenomenon we all know. Join us on this grand adventure. Few series have left as deep a mark on the history of animation as Dragon Ball. From its debut in the 1980s to today, this franchise has shaped generations with its action, adventures, and unforgettable characters. But how was Dragon Ball born? Who were the creative minds behind this animated masterpiece? Join us on a journey through the history of Dragon Ball, from Akira Toriyama's pencil to its rise as a global phenomenon. It all began in 1984, when legendary mangaka Akira Toriyama, already renowned for his hit Dr. Slump, unveiled a new series, Dragon Ball. Inspired by the Chinese classic Journey to the West, Toriyama crafted a story about a monkey-tailed young warrior, Son Goku. The manga was serialized in Weekly Shonen Jump, and from the very first chapter it captured the attention of Japanese readers. Its blend of martial arts, comedy, and adventure made it an instant hit. With the manga's success, it was only a matter of time before Dragon Ball made the leap to animation. In 1986, Toei Animation brought the story to television, launching one of the most important franchises in history. The Dragon Ball anime premiered on February 26, 1986. This initial run followed Goku's story from his childhood. Son Gohan is a martial arts master and a disciple of Master Roshi. He lived on Mount Paozu until he discovered Goku's crash-landed space pod, adopted him, and raised him as his own grandson. Tragically, he died one full moon night when Goku transformed into the giant great ape, Uzuru, and crushed him. Goku lived unforgettable adventures alongside dear friends who became his family. Among them were Bulma, the brilliant inventor who kick-started the search for the Dragon Balls, Krillin, his training partner and inseparable friend, Yamcha, a skilled warrior with a noble heart, Oolong, and Puar, always adding wit and humor. And of course the wise Master Roshi, who taught him the fundamentals of martial arts and the philosophy that would shape his life. From the very beginning, Dragon Ball stood out thanks to the exceptional work of master artists and animators, among them Minoru Maeda, who established many of the series' early, iconic designs, and Tadayoshi Yamamuro, whose style came to define the look of later story arcs. The masterful blend of hand-drawn traditional animation with distinctive shading techniques and unique visual effects gave the series an unmistakable identity, one that would profoundly influence generations of artists. The Dragon Balls are among the series' most important and recognizable elements. Gather all 7, and they summon the legendary dragon Shenron, who grants a wish. The best known are Earth's 7 Dragon Balls, orange orbs marked with red stars. They were created by Earth's guardian, Kami, and later restored by Dende. On Namek, there's another set of Dragon Balls, larger and more powerful than Earth's. These orbs summon Porunga, a dragon capable of granting up to 3 wishes and resurrecting multiple people at once. But the most powerful are the Super Dragon Balls, gigantic orbs scattered across the entire universe. When gathered, they summon the majestic Super Shenron, a dragon capable of granting literally any wish without restrictions. There are also the Dark Dragon Balls, or Black Star Dragon Balls, which appear in Dragon Ball GT. Created by Earth's former god before he split into Kami and Piccolo, they're extremely powerful, yet among the most enigmatic Dis and and dangerous artifacts in the universe. Once used, they scatter across the galaxy. And if they aren't recovered within 1 year, the planet where the wish was made is completely destroyed. We're watching the scene from Dragon Ball Super Broly where Frieza destroys planet Vegeta. This animated masterpiece boasts truly stunning cutting-edge special effects. The Dragon Balls are the engine that drives many of the series' adventures. From reviving allies to saving entire planets, these mystical orbs symbolize hope and the chance to start over. Contrary to what many believe, the original series had a lighter tone, focused on comedy and adventure, before evolving into the high-octane action that would define its sequels. The martial arts tournaments were pivotal to the anime's development. As the story progressed, Goku faced ever stronger rivals, like Tien Shinhan and King Piccolo, laying the groundwork for what was to come. In 1989, Dragon Ball Z premiered on television, forever changing the history of anime. This new series adapted the latter half of the manga, featuring an adult Goku facing far more serious threats. We're hearing the Japanese opening theme of Dragon Ball Z. It was used at the start of episodes 1 through 21, aired in 1989. The song is titled Chala Head Chala, performed by Hironobu Kageyama. The lyrics are by Yukinojo Mori. The music was composed by Chiho Kiyuka, and the arrangements were by Kenji Yamamoto. This is where some of the franchise's most iconic characters take the stage: Vegeta, Frieza, Cell, and Majin Buu. Each headlined epic arcs filled with intense battles and breathtaking transformations. One of the most iconic moments was Goku's first transformation into a Super Saiyan against Frieza. This scene marked a turning point in animation and elevated Dragon Ball Z to legendary status. The burst of power, the thrill of battle, and the incredible tension of that moment, when Goku finally achieves the Super Saiyan transformation, are etched into every Dragon Ball fan's memory. It wasn't just the climax of his fight with Frieza. It signaled the dawn of a new era for the Saiyans. With golden hair, eyes turning a vivid green, and a blazing aura radiating from his body, Goku became the very symbol of indomitable strength. With more dynamic animation, spectacular fight choreography, and a darker storyline, Dragon Ball Z became the definitive action anime of the 90s.
Stay back! A human, you say?
That's right. Want to see my certificate of authenticity?
No thanks.
How long is this going to take?
Will you hush up? Well, you look human enough, but you're different. You're thin and scrawny.
I'm a girl, silly, that's why.
A girl? Oh, so that's what you are.
Oh my gosh.
While Dragon Ball Z was dominating Japan, its international expansion began in the 1990s. In countries such as Spain, France, Italy, Germany, Mexico, Argentina, and the United States, the series became a cultural phenomenon. Japanese animation had never been so prominent outside Japan. Dragon Ball Z became the gateway for an entire generation of anime fans in the West. In 1996, Dragon Ball GT tried to carry the story forward without Akira Toriyama's direct involvement. Although it introduced intriguing ideas, like a child Goku and Super Saiyan 4, it didn't achieve the same impact as its predecessors. The opening theme of Dragon Ball GT, titled Dan Dan Kokoro Hikareteku, was composed by Tetsuro Oda, with lyrics by Izumi Sakai and performed by the Japanese band Field of View in 1996. The song's lyrics reflect the series' core values: self-improvement, friendship, perseverance, humility, respect for nature and life, family, and the fight against evil. For years, Dragon Ball AF was one of the fandom's most famous rumors. Though it never officially existed, this alleged continuation of Dragon Ball GT became a community-driven phenomenon, fueled by fan art, unofficial stories, hundreds of thousands of drawings, new characters, and speculation about new transformations like Super Saiyan 5. From this movement emerged mangaka such as the Spanish artist David Montiel, better known as Tablos AF, Toibo, now Toyotaro, and young Gigi, talented creators who began making a name for themselves in the manga world, with some eventually joining the official franchise. Toyotaro is the prime example, becoming an official writer and illustrator. Although it isn't canon, Dragon Ball AF had a major impact on pop culture, showcasing the power of fans' imagination and creativity. Its popularity was so great that it inspired other artists and indirectly helped prompt Toei Animation to officially revive the franchise with Dragon Ball Super, further expanding the universe created by Akira Toriyama. However, Dragon Ball wasn't over. In 2015, with the arrival of Dragon Ball Super, the franchise roared back with new story arcs and transformations like Super Saiyan Blue and Ultra Instinct. Moreover, Dragon Ball Super Broly was a resounding box office success, solidifying the series' future. We're hearing the Dragon Ball Super song Ultimate Battle, Kyukyoku no Battle, performed by Akira Kushida. In 2024, the franchise surprised fans with Dragon Ball Daima, a special series released by Toei Animation to commemorate the saga's 40th anniversary. Created with Akira Toriyama's direct involvement, this new story brings back the adventurous tone of the early days, turning Goku and his friends into kids again and sending them to face unknown dangers in the demon realm. A nostalgic, action-packed tribute that renews the legend of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's popularity quickly leapt off the screen and into video games, spawning titles that are now part of gaming history, like the legendary Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi series, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Xenoverse, and Kakarot. These games let millions of fans experience Goku and his friends' epic battles and adventures firsthand, further spreading the Dragon Ball phenomenon across global entertainment. After more than 40 years, Dragon Ball remains one of the world's most beloved and popular franchises. Its influence on anime and pop culture is undeniable. Thanks to its jaw-dropping animation, epic music, unforgettable battles, and the development of iconic characters, Dragon Ball has inspired countless creators and continues to win over new fans with every generation. What's your favorite Dragon Ball saga? And your favorite character? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more episodes of animation history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of Dragon Ball. See you in the next video. Kamehameha!